Have you ever wondered if you might have the same ugly habits many seniors develop? As we grow older, it's natural to fall into routines without realizing how they affect the people around us. In this video, we're going to explore 9 behaviors many seniors develop in old age that others clearly notice but rarely mention. These habits are not about shame or judgment. They're about awareness, dignity, and maintaining the kind of presence that reflects the wisdom and confidence you've built over a lifetime. If you stay with me until the end, you'll discover how recognizing these habits can strengthen your relationships, improve the way others see you, and help you carry yourself with grace in your later years. Now let's get started. Number 1, repeating the same stories. It's a common sight. Seniors gathering at the family table or a neighborhood event, and before long, familiar tales begin to resurface. Repeating the same stories, whether from childhood or the good old days, can become a habit without us realizing it. To the speaker, these stories hold rich meaning and offer a sense of connection. But for friends and loved ones, hearing the same tale for the third or fourth time can feel awkward, even if they nod along politely. There's comfort in sharing our experiences, especially as we age and reflect on the journey we've taken. But when storytelling turns into repetition, it may signal to others that we aren't fully engaged in the moment or that we haven't taken an interest in their lives or stories. I remember my friend George, in his late 70s, whose grandkids would start finishing his sentences before he did. At first, he laughed it off, but over time, he realized he was leaning on the same memories rather than inviting new ones or asking about theirs. If you notice people politely changing the subject or their eyes drifting, it may be a sign to pause and invite others into the conversation. Repeating stories doesn't make you any less wise or valuable. It's a gentle reminder to mix in fresh topics, ask about others' experiences, and show interest in what's happening now. This simple awareness can keep relationships lively and ensure that your stories, old and new, continue to inspire and connect across generations. Number 2, neglecting personal grooming. As we move into our later years, personal grooming can sometimes slip down the list of daily priorities. This can show up in small ways: skipping haircuts, wearing the same clothes several days in a row, or letting facial hair and nails grow a little too long. Often it's not a conscious decision. Sometimes it's due to aching joints, low energy, or simply not seeing the point in fussing with old routines. Yet these habits do not go unnoticed by others, even if they're too kind to mention it. Family and friends may worry when they see a loved one losing interest in self-care, wondering if it signals sadness, isolation, or health concerns. When my neighbor Evelyn, now 80, stopped going to her weekly salon visit, her daughter gently asked if everything was all right. Evelyn admitted that lifting her arms to style her hair had become difficult, and she didn't want to bother anyone for help. Looking after your appearance isn't about vanity. It's about self-respect and sending a signal to yourself and to others that you still value your well-being. Simple acts like brushing your teeth, trimming your nails, or changing into fresh clothes help maintain confidence and show those around you that you care about your presence in their lives. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, speaking loudly or interrupting others. As hearing changes with age, many seniors unconsciously start speaking more loudly than they intend or find themselves interrupting others in conversation. This can happen even if you don't notice your own volume or pacing. Sometimes it's out of enthusiasm, a story you can't wait to share or advice you feel might help. Other times it's because you genuinely struggle to catch what's being said and jump in before the thread is lost. For those around us, loud voices or frequent interruptions can be jarring. It can shift the mood from a warm exchange to something more strained, making others hesitant to engage fully. I remember my friend Arthur, 79, who would often raise his voice in a crowded diner so he could hear himself speak. At first, no one mentioned it, but over time, his friends would lean back or glance at each other, unsure of how to respond. Interruptions, too, can unintentionally send the message that you value your words over those of others, even if that's never your intent. Over time, this can cause people to withdraw or share less. Awareness is key. If you notice folks wincing, looking around, or waiting for you to finish before speaking, it might be time to pause, take a breath, and invite their voices forward. Adapting to changes in hearing or speech doesn't mean you have to stop sharing your thoughts. It means adjusting so that everyone feels seen, heard, and respected in the conversation. Number 4, complaining frequently or dwelling on negativity. As the years pass, it's easy to focus on aches, disappointments, or the many changes life brings. Some seniors find themselves slipping into patterns of frequent complaining about health, the weather, politics, or how things used to be better. Sometimes sharing frustrations is a way of seeking understanding or support. But when it becomes a regular part of your interactions, others begin to notice, even if they don't say a word. Chronic negativity can weigh down a room and leave family and friends feeling helpless or even drained. I remember my old pal Harold, 83, who could turn every dinner conversation into a litany of complaints, aches and pains, ungrateful neighbors, rising prices. His daughter loved him deeply, but after a while she started visiting less, worried each encounter would leave her feeling sad or powerless. People naturally gravitate toward optimism, warmth, and encouragement. While it's important to share honestly about the struggles of aging, balance is key. If you catch yourself steering the conversation toward the negative, try sharing one thing you're grateful for or asking others about their joys. This shift not only lifts the spirits of those around you, it can improve your own outlook and deepen your relationships. Remember, you have a lifetime of wisdom and resilience to share, and that can be the light in every gathering. Number 5, oversharing personal or medical details. With age often comes a comfort in one's own skin and a willingness to speak frankly about personal matters. Sometimes this can lead to sharing more about one's health, finances, or private life than the listener is prepared to hear. It's not uncommon for seniors to talk about recent doctor's appointments, bathroom habits, surgeries, or financial struggles in vivid detail, sometimes in public or with acquaintances who may not know how to respond. For the person sharing, it's often about processing worries or seeking comfort. Yet for others, especially younger friends or distant relatives, this kind of openness can be uncomfortable or even embarrassing. My neighbor Frank, in his late 70s, would tell anyone who stopped by about his latest blood test results or a new prescription he'd picked up. The grocery clerk would nod politely, but you could see she didn't know what to say. There's nothing wrong with needing to talk about what you're going through, but being mindful of your audience and their comfort can make your conversations warmer and more meaningful. Save the details for trusted friends, close family, or your doctor. Those who are prepared to listen and support you fully. For casual chats, try asking about the other person's life, sharing a lighthearted story, or discussing shared interests. A little restraint can help you stay connected without making others feel uneasy and can lead to richer, more reciprocal relationships in your golden years. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 5 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 6, ignoring modern etiquette and technology. With the world changing so quickly, it's easy for seniors to feel left behind by new technology and shifting social norms. Sometimes this gap shows up in ways others notice but rarely mention, like answering the phone at the dinner table, forwarding chain emails, or struggling with online banking and not asking for help. There's also the risk of misunderstanding newer boundaries, such as oversharing on social media or not recognizing when a younger person wants privacy or space. These habits are not signs of ignorance or stubbornness. They're often the result of habits formed in a different era, when things moved more slowly and social cues were different. My friend Ruth, now 75, still prefers a handwritten letter to a text message, and she'll often show up at her grandchildren's house without calling first. Her family loves her, but they wish she'd let them know before arriving or check in by phone, especially with everyone's busy schedules these days. Ignoring modern etiquette or technology can make loved ones feel awkward or even frustrated, but they're often too polite to say so. Taking a little time to ask questions, watch how others handle things, or invite someone to teach you a new skill can make a world of difference. Adapting to these changes, even in small ways, shows flexibility and respect, and helps bridge the generation gap so you stay connected and in tune with those you care about. Number 7, hoarding or refusing to let go of possessions. With a lifetime of memories comes a lifetime of stuff, and it's natural for many seniors to hold on tightly to their belongings. Sometimes it's family heirlooms, old newspapers, clothes from decades past, or stacks of paperwork. What starts as a desire to preserve memories or save for a rainy day can gradually grow into a reluctance to let anything go, even when it clutters the home or creates safety hazards. Family members and friends often notice overflowing shelves, crowded closets, or pathways shrinking as more things accumulate. They may be too polite to comment, worried about hurting feelings or stirring up old emotions. I recall my friend Marie, who kept every greeting card and receipt for 50 years. When her children came to help clean out her house, they found boxes in every room, each holding items that had long lost their usefulness, but still carried emotional weight. Holding on to too much can make cleaning and moving difficult, and even increase the risk of falls or fire. It's not about discarding your history, but about choosing what truly matters and letting go of what's holding you back. If you notice loved ones gently suggesting a little decluttering or offering to help sort through things, take it as a sign of care, not criticism. By making space, you not only make your home safer, but you open your life to new memories, new joys, and more peace as you move forward. Number 8, becoming set in ways or resisting change. The older we get, the easier it is to cling to routines, habits, and beliefs that once brought us comfort and certainty. Many seniors become known for doing things their way. Whether it's eating at the same time each day, watching the same television shows, or insisting that their method is the right one. While a steady routine can be grounding, rigidity can create friction with friends, family, and caregivers who try to introduce new ideas or solutions. Loved ones may quietly notice when a senior refuses to try new foods, dismisses new technology, or insists that things were better back then. These moments can spark tension or discourage others from offering help or suggestions, even when their intentions are kind. My old buddy Charles, at 80, always parked in the same spot at the grocery store and refused to learn to use the self-checkout. It became a running joke in the family, but sometimes it also meant longer waits and missed opportunities for connection. There's no shame in loving what's familiar, but resisting change can leave you feeling isolated as the world keeps moving. Practicing a little flexibility, being willing to try a new hobby, accept help with a new device, or listen to another perspective can make life richer and relationships warmer. Others will notice and appreciate your openness, and you might just discover something wonderful by embracing a little change now and then. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 8 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 9, forgetting to say thank you or show appreciation. One of the quietest ways seniors can unintentionally push people away is by neglecting to express gratitude. As life becomes more challenging physically, emotionally, or even financially, it's easy to focus on what's lacking or what hurts rather than pausing to thank the people who help, visit, or show kindness. Sometimes it's just a missed opportunity. Other times it becomes a habit of expecting help without acknowledging it. Loved ones, friends, and even strangers notice when a simple thank you goes unsaid. Over time, this can lead to resentment or make people less likely to lend a hand or spend time together. My neighbor Samuel, 84, realized one day that his daughter always brought groceries and tidied up, but he hadn't said thank you in months. When he finally expressed his gratitude, their relationship felt lighter and more joyful almost immediately. Gratitude doesn't have to be grand or formal. A heartfelt word, a smile, or even a handwritten note can mean the world to someone else. Making appreciation a habit reminds others that their efforts matter and keeps your relationship strong and positive. No matter what age you are, when you thank people, you affirm their care, and keep the circle of kindness alive around you. Final thoughts. Now that we've looked at 9 behaviors that many seniors slip into, habits everyone notices but few ever mention, I hope you feel a little more empowered, a little more aware, and maybe even inspired to make a gentle change. Which of these resonated most with you? Do you recognize any in yourself or someone you love? Remember, getting older is a gift, and with it comes the power to choose how you show up for yourself and others. No one expects you to be perfect. We all have blind spots. What matters is the willingness to notice, reflect, and take small steps toward being the kind of person others want to be around. Kind, present, open to new ideas, and grateful for every act of help or friendship. These aren't just social habits. They are the foundation for meaningful connection, lasting dignity, and the joy that comes from living fully at any age. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.